let's listen to the defendants react to their conviction.
I would truly like to apologize to our family, my family, and the community. No picture should have been sent around, let alone even taken. That's all, sir. Thank you.
I would like to apologize to you people. I had no intentions to do anything like that. I'm sorry to put you guys through this. That's just not. I want you guys to better know that. I'm sorry, I didn't want to.
Yeah, it's an unpleasant thing to watch. CNN took a look at that same tape, and their reporter, Poppy Harlow, had this to say in her report, and we'll talk about it on the other side.
I've never experienced anything like it, Candy. It was incredibly emotional, incredibly difficult, even for an outsider like me, to watch what happened as these two young men that had such promising futures, star football players, very good students, literally watched as they believed their life fell apart. One of the young men, Malik Richmond, when that sentence came down, he collapsed. I was sitting about 3 feet from Malik when he gave that statement. It was very difficult to watch. And you know, something that came up throughout this sentencing, Candy, was that Malik's father got up and spoke. Malik has been living with guardians. His father, a former alcoholic, gotten into a lot of trouble with the law, been in prison before. And his father stood up and he told the court, I feel responsible for this. I feel like I wasn't there for my son.
You know, I'm going to ask you, Anonymous, first about this. You know, it turned a lot of people's stomachs to hear sympathy for the defendants in this case when they weren't, in that report, at least even mentioning the victim of the crime originally. But it goes back to what you were saying before about youth and this father saying, I did wrong by my child. To him, that was still a son. That was, you know, and I'm paraphrasing there, that's his son. And don't you think some of that comes into play? And how do you hear that report when you see them single out the defendants for sympathy?
Well, I actually had a chance of meeting Malik's father, and I see where he got a lot, like Malik got a lot of it, because he was very rude to especially us, the protesters, but that's besides the point. He might have been under a lot of stress, who knows, I'm not gonna blame him for any of that. But with CNN giving them sympathy, it's too late. You know, this isn't about them. They were charged, they're rapists, that's that. Talk about the victim. The victim has to live with this for the rest of their lives. I mean, the rapist, you can't even say accused rapist anymore because they are what they are now. They made their bed. They should have thought about this months ago before this even happened. They brought it upon themselves. I don't show sympathy for them. I show sympathy for Jane Doe. She has to deal with this for the rest of her life, and she has a long road ahead of her of healing. Focus on her. Quit focusing on these boys that damaged this poor girl's life and reputation. It's just not right.
In response, with the same sympathies as you have right there, they've gotten to change.org. There's a petition right now that already has 70,000 signatures demanding that CNN apologize for that coverage for not being sympathetic enough. 70,000 signatures already, which is important.
Hi, this is Cenk Uygur. To see more of the Young Turks, go to current.com/getcurrent to make sure you get Current TV.